Hey guys, Captain Pop Hunter here on day 6 of quarantine. Go back to work tomorrow. First time I go back in the past week and a half. Still feeling a little drowsy and draggy, but other than that, feeling better. So it'll be fun. So it'll be interesting to see how work goes here with all this craziness going on. But cabin fever starting to set in. Getting really bored here at the house. Kids are kind of driving me crazy a little. So I was like, okay, we're going to do a good top 10 today since I'm feeling that cabin fever and that craziness a little bit. We're going to do a top 10 worst Funko Pops in my collection. So this is going to be a big rip on Funko. So I hope you Funko bigwigs are watching or see it at some point in time down the road. Maybe you'll get the message because I think a lot of people agree with me with a lot of this stuff. And if you don't, again, totally an opinionated thing. It's not fact. But if you do agree, leave some comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe down there. We're going to get right into it. So they're random. The top 10 here are random, but there's always a story behind why. So let's start with number 10. Speaking of 10. 10-inch pops. Specifically the Deadpool ones. We do not need a crap ton of pops that are 10 inches. Funko, I want you to understand. These take up a lot of space. Not everybody's not a box collector. This takes up a lot of space. And if you're like me and you're a completist, you're slapping a new number on there. That's all you're doing. This pop is down here. This big. You do this with everything. The things that should be 10-inch, you don't make 10-inch. The things that should not be 10-inch, you're making 10-inch. And you're not making one of them. You're making a ton of them. There was 5 of these freaking things. Black Friday last year. 5. We already have all 5 of the pops. Except for the gold one. Why do they all have to be 10 inches? Stop doing this. This is taking up too much space, too much money, and it's just a variant. Stop. Hope all you guys agree with number 10 because that one's really under the skin. Number 9. Funko, you have a bad problem. A huge problem with spoiling movies, TV series, a lot of stuff. You're getting better to an extent to releasing a second wave after the movie's been out for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, figuring everybody should have seen it by now or Facebook has spoiled it for them. But if you're going to spoil something with a pop, make it a real spoiler. Funko is not the only one that is particularly wrong for this particular spoiler. I think Hasbro or Mattel was equally as bad with it. It is a really cool pop. I really like the pop. But it's still a spoiler that never happened. It's annoying. So, it just doesn't make sense to have it. The number 9 is the Hulk. Bust out the Hulkbuster. It just doesn't make sense. Like, it's a cool pop. It's heavy as hell. Cool pop. But a spoiler never happened. But you'll spoil everything else all the time. So, at least try to be accurate. I mean, I feel like a lot of stuff that, could have been, should have been. This should have been a proto at that point. Everybody got a proto. What could have happened? Because I know the deleted scene in the movie ended up being, it's just Mark Ruffalo with no CGI, actual CGI. So, give us a proto next time. Make it half believable. Number 8, I don't even understand. I've seen this movie a million times. I've watched it over and over again just to be sure that I wasn't crazy. Never once in my number 8 pick did this happen. I don't understand. But not only did Funko, not only did you make one of these, you made 2. And you made them really hard to get, too. When was he pink? I seen him burnt. I seen him pissed off. Didn't see him pink. Was this pre-explosion? I don't understand. Number 8. Number 9 can go either way here. You know what? I think I'm going to change it. I'm sorry. Number 7 can go either way here. I'm going to add to this one, so bear with me. Hold a second, because it won't take long for us to add to this. Funko, you have a thing with all of your pops, all of your different genres, Marvel, DC, WWE, animation, yada, yada, yada. You always have that one abuser. One abuser. If you can't think of something or make a new mold, you go right back to an old thing and you just keep pushing them out like crazy. I'm a Marvel guy. #1 collection in my set. But these are your 2 favorite to go back to. Not saying these particular pops, but you keep going back to this character and this character. You're like, we need to sell some more pops. Do we have new molds? No. Do we have new ideas? No. Should we put another Groot or Deadpool out? Yeah. Stop. There's other characters in the Deadpool franchise or the Guardians franchise. Like, you're in the new Infinity War box for MCC. You're releasing the Star-Lord with the Power Stone with the crap around him. Like, that's cool. Like, we want to see that stuff. Not more Groots. We all love Groot. We are Groot. But we don't need 30,000 different kinds of Groot pops. I mean, hell, even with the ones, the potted ones, you got 5 right there. 5. This line here, I think, has 4 or 5. It's insane. And then you sporadically put these out, just like you do with Deadpool. Then every now and then you're like, oh, you know what? We're going to put Venom on Deadpool, or we're going to change his colors up, or we're going to make him 10-inch. Stop exploiting it. It's annoying. Okay, so #6. Same thing. We're going to go to WWE this time, and I'm sure everybody knows what I'm talking about here. The dude doesn't even wrestle that much anymore. You were clever with the clear one, the you can't see me stuff. That was clever. But 6 of these John Cena's now, come on. There is more WWE superstars on the roster right now that deserves a pop. And there's so much more that you could be making from the dawn of time. Where's my Bruno Sammartino? Like, where's the legends at? Where's these guys at? Like, where's our Eddie Guerrero? Like, stop doing this and make a roster. Look at Hasbro. Look at Jakks Pacific back in the day. Look at all these characters. I'm going to tell... They make a line of different action figures. Follow suit. We will buy them. We want them. Stop giving us 6 of the same character. It's annoying. Not to mention, he's not the greatest wrestler in the world. Sorry to John Cena fans out there, but truth be told. All right, so #5. I'm going to keep hammering on Marvel again. Keep punching it down. Funko, you really, really, really got a problem with making like 30 variants per set. Like, it's annoying. Everything about this is annoying. The one in particular that I'm going to pick one here is the Thor Dark World set right here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Lokis. 6. And only 2 of them out of the 6 have different numbers on the box. Did you forget that there's like 50 other characters in that movie? Volstagg, Lady Sif, which you made later on. Like, there's so many more characters. Why was there 6 Lokis? I could have picked any of these Lokis. Any of them. I just grabbed this one because, like, it's just annoying. Like, there's 4 of number 36 alone. Just like Deadpool. There's 6 number 20s. I'm sorry, 9 number 20s. What for? But then you'll skip numbers. What was it? 63. You went from Magneto to Howard the Duck. Jumped the number. I know you do that with all your lines. My buddy Ryan's a completist with Star Wars, and he has every Star Wars one except for that gold Luke that just came out. And he complains about the same thing. He's like, I don't like looking out of the wall and seeing a number missed. You'll make 4 of these, but you can't miss. You miss 1 there. Like, you had 1 job. There's somebody at Funko that's like, okay, this Loki coming out, it's gonna be number 36. Your job is to number boxes. Why can't you do your 1 job? Like, are we not counting? Do we need to go back to school and learn how to count? Sorry, told you it's gonna be a rant video. #4. I think any of the pops, the original ones, where they kind of like had that same stance. They're kind of boring, but the coloring could have been better. Now we're going over to DC now. And you guys all know who this is going to be because I'm already complaining about Groot and Deadpool. We do not need 24 #1 Batmans. 24. Because you're just going to put 380 more of them out throughout the rest of the numbers. 24 number ones, we get it. It's DC. It's Batman. We love Batman. But do we need that many? Like this one here, that's your original Michael Keaton Batman, and he made it gold, and then you turned down around and made another one at box number 144, and then you chrome the crap out of them. Batman, dude, enough of Batman, okay? If you're going to make us Batmans, do what you've been doing. You got it right so far. The Merciless Batman, the Red Sun Batman, those cool-ass Batmans, that's the stuff we want to see. Not a repaint, not a constant flow of the same freaking pop. Number 3, and this was tough not to put at number 1 because it is so annoying. So annoying. I went down this ridiculous rabbit hole thinking that as a child, I liked Pokemon. Yeah, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. You go down this rabbit hole of Pokemon, you're like, oh, this will be cool. We're going to get Pokemon Pops now. Let me mind you, like, if I had to pull out a card for Funko to see, the numbers on the bottom of a Pokemon card, it's 1 out of 151 original Pokemon. Original. That gives you 151 guaranteed pops you can do. Guaranteed pops. But what do you choose to do? You choose to bring out all regular ones, 3.75 inch. Then you want to flock them. Then you want to 10-inch them. That's 3 pops per one Pokemon. This one doesn't even make sense to be flocked. Number 3 on my worst list. And this isn't just Squirtle. I'm going with all the Pokemon. Like, this is ridiculous. This is you literally taking the rag, grabbing it, and twisting the crap out of it to get every bit of money you can get out of Pokemon. This is insane. We're going to buy them if you keep making different ones. Stop making the same damn one. And you wonder why these sit on shelves. This is why. Because now, we all know that the Vulpix 10 inch is coming out, the flocked Eevee, the flocked Pichu. We know the 10-inch Pichu is going to come out right behind it. We know there's going to be, there's already a 10-inch Mewtwo, and there's a regular size Mewtwo. What, you going to flock him too? This makes no sense. This takes up space. This takes up money. This is why they sit on the shelf. This is why people check out. You still have me as a fan and, as a collector, but this stuff will make you check out. Number 2, and I hope you all agree with this one because it is literally, the horse is not only dead, it has decayed, it is down to bone. And I'm still taking the xylophone little bangers and I'm banging that dead horse. Enough with the freaking chromes. This is insane. This is the wrong chrome that I wanted to put as number 2. I wanted to put... So that's the Walmart one. Well, we'll do it anyway. There's your regular chrome. We got a difference with the closed fist and a darker chrome. So again, with that anal stuff, with me wanting to have all my stuff together where they should be. Yes, I have this near my chromes from the Walmart ones that are box number 289. But the other Walmart one goes beside it. Because you made this in Australia, you put this at $4.15. So I got this one chrome pop just chilling way over here. At least all the Hulk ones are all together. But this needs to stop. This is such a cheap way of making a buck. It's unreal. And it takes up space. And it's with every single freaking category. It's Marvel. It's DC. It's Star Wars. You think, oh crap, we don't know what we're going to do now. What do we do? What do we do? And somebody whispers, just chrome it. And what do? You chrome it. It's ridiculous. We're done with the chromes. We're over it. We're past it. Stop. Number 1 pop that just annoys the crap out of me. Like this one here isn't even the fact of the fact that it's just the wrong pop at the wrong time. It's not the fact that it's been overproduced. It's the fact that it's been underproduced. This pop, man, DC dropped the ball big time. They have dropped the ball with the DCEU so bad. It's there's just certain things about, they just need to, wipe the slate clean, start over. But when you decided to try to piggyback off of Marvel over the success of the MCU, because let's be honest, they just got that formula just right. Marvel waited and waited and waited, and introduced one of the best villains ever on screen, ever that's ever been in a comic book. We're talking about Thanos. It's debatable, I know. DC had a chance of doing that and making one of the best villains come to life on screen, and they just crap the bed. The Batman versus Superman movie has been wanted for so long. Some rendition of it, and they had some good stuff going into it. They had The Dark Knight Returns, and they had The Death of Superman, all culminating into one movie. But let me reiterate myself here. You had a 3-hour movie to do that. You decided to do The Death of Superman and Batman Returns, The Dark Knight Returns, in the last 20 minutes of the movie. You had 3 hours. So then you try to jam in Wonder Woman, which was probably arguably the best part of the movie. And then you did this. DC, you decided that you were going to push in Doomsday. I was half excited when I heard Doomsday was going to be in a movie, but then I seen the movie, and I seen what Doomsday looked like in a movie, and then Funko, this is probably one you should have just not done. You shouldn't have done this. It's a turd with spikes. It's terrible. It's garbage. It's absolutely horrendous. And you could have redeemed yourself, Funko. You could have done it. That's my number one pop. But I'm going to explain to you how you could have redeemed yourself from this travesty, this terrible monstrosity of a pop. You could have made a comic version of it. You did it with Darkseid. You did it with Thanos. I mean, hell, you literally have a Thanos snapping here, a comic version of this. You have movie versions. But you have dropped the ball completely on remaking this pop. If you're going to keep this pop, if you thought, okay, this is a good idea to make this pop for this crap movie, go back to your drawing board and make us a Doomsday that is accurate to now. Give us a comic book one. I seen the Devastator pop coming out, so I know you have the ability to do a good Doomsday. Please, do the Doomsday. I'll buy it. I'll buy 2. Just do a good Doomsday. Guys, girls, everybody, collectors, I don't know if you agree with what I'm saying here. I hope I'm not the only one out here that feels a little bit of tension here from, you see these, you see all these different pops get announced, and you're like, oh, yeah, this is going to be great. Then there's a lot of us that are like, oh, again? Really? So, I mean, they've been doing pretty well with some stuff. I'm glad to see all the, the X-Men stuff coming out, like Toad and stuff like that. I know WonderCon's coming up here and it has Captain Atom. That's pretty dope. We'll take that stuff. A different character, a different number of the box, a different mold. We'll take that. We like that. We don't need that. I'm going to do a video about minis here too, because that's a whole other thing. Minis, you do the same thing. You just clamor around and make different things, and they end up turning out to be in the same exact mold, just a different color or whatever. It's just, give us the stuff that is going to be awesome. I'll give you an example. I want to give you an example on a mini before we go any further into this. I can't give you an example right now. I'm not looking at the pop face to face right now. But I can't give you an example. Oh, yes, I can. I can give you a total example. You, with the Endgame minis, you guys gave us a shitload of the Quantum Suit minis. Quantum Suits. Wouldn't you thought this would have been a good idea to make that a mini? 1 in 72, exclusive somewhere? That'd have been a hot mini. You didn't do it. You're like, we're just going to do Quantum Suit. Like the rest of them. Or even this one. Could you have done that one? Thor with the hammer and Stormbreaker? Nope. You're like, we're going to do Quantum. This is the stuff that you guys need to be paying attention to. You guys got all kinds of people over there at Funko that could, just sit on their butt and screw up numbers of pops all day long. But you can't have one person reading a blog or a vlog saying, oh, this is what everybody wants. Let's push this up to the top. Say, okay, scrap the quantum. Let's go with that. Or with anything. It doesn't have to be just Marvel. I'm just picking on that Marvel aspect right now. But you guys could be doing so much better if you just have one person designated to go, this is what people want. And if you did that, if you hired one person to sit down and say, okay, these are my notes, this is what I'm reading, this is what everybody wants. You put it in production. Guess what doesn't sit on shelves? Guess what sells? You're just going to better yourself. This stuff, no, we don't want this. Like, we don't care. Give us something we want. I hope you guys made it all 20 minutes of this video. I am done ranting for the day. Now I'm even more tired. Hope you guys all liked it. Maybe subscribed. Captain Pop Bunner out.